5-0. 5-0.
5-0?
Yeah.
Wow! Buongiorno everyone, welcome back to the Mac channel TV. I haven't actually got the mic plugged in yet because I'm just holding this freehand, but we're here, behind enemy lines, Stadium Light. Try and see if we can get some fan interviews. See how the Sunderland fans are feeling ahead of the derby. Just talked to one there off camera. He was sound to be fairly, but he didn't want to be on camera. Yeah, we'll see if we can catch some Mackems around the Stadium of Light 2 days before the derby. Found a Sunderland fan. Introduce yourself, mate.
I'm Pierre Shen.
Pierre Shen.
Yeah. I'm the China branch manager.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
So you said you've got your ticket for the big game on Saturday. Are you excited?
Yeah, I got the ticket from my friend. My friend bought to me.
Yeah.
Hey.
Do you go to the Stadium of Light often to watch the games, or?
Yeah, I often watch the game. I watch the game since November and every match.
Oh, nice.
Since November, we 3-1 beat Birmingham.
Oh, right, yes.
Hey.
So what do you think of Newcastle then, the Premier League side who are coming here on Saturday?
It's a good enemy, but we can beat it.
Do you think you can win?
Yeah, we will win.
Yeah.
We will surely win.
Surely?
Surely.
Oh, he's confident.
Yeah.
Confident.
Yeah. I thought our goalkeeper Patterson, some lads, just like our goalkeeper Patterson, they are really a black cat for more than 20 years. I thought hindsight maybe reached him now, but don't have the atmosphere. They are losing their atmosphere.
Wow.
I thought.
You think so? Why?
Yeah.
Because of the takeover, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are losing their atmosphere. Our atmosphere is much more better.
Wow, that's a big statement to make.
Hey.
Do you not fear like Newcastle's team, the Bruno Guimaraes's, the Isaacs?
No, I'm brave. I thought. I'm brave. I'm brave about that.
Let's get your score prediction for Saturday's game. What do you think the score will be?
The score.
Yeah.
The score. 5-0. 5-0.
5-0.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sure. 5-0. We'll beat the Max.
I didn't see that coming. Yeah, I've just been speaking to a fan there. Sound is out, to be fair. Like, didn't want to be on camera though. But he says he reckons they're going to get Eddie Howe the sack on Saturday. He reckons they'll be putting Eddie Howe on the dole at full time because he's very confident that Sunderland will win. Tell you what, these Mackems are confident so far. A couple I've spoken, we've got one on camera so far, but that one there was funny, like, to be fair, when he's saying he's going to put Eddie Howe on the dole on Saturday. But then he did get a bit offensive. He was trying to call we're all mag bastards and that, and saying, they're all deluded and everything. And yeah, they got the cup final last year, but they didn't win it in top four. They're not going to get anywhere top four this year. They're going to end our season on Saturday, and they're going to end Eddie Howe's time as manager of the club. Interesting, right? Let's have a walk about. See if we can get any more fans that want to be on camera. Just did a lap of the stadium there. Nice and sunny here in Sunderland, by the way. Sunny in Sunderland. Always sunny in Sunderland. Just doing a lap there. Went to the club shop. There was like one person in the club shop. One bloody person. And outside the gates and everything, there's no one there. I think you got to St James Park now. I know it's early afternoon on the Thursday, but haven't checked our data. Still in that Christmas New Year phase. Finally managed to catch some Sunderland fans that would like to be on camera. How do you think the game's going to go? What about you? It's as good as it gets around here. That's as good as it gets around here. Both of them quietly confident, or keeping their cards close to their paws. Terrible. Black Cats, actual Black Cat fans around here anyway. A couple of days away from the big derby. How are we feeling?
Feeling good, feeling confident for once. We're the underdogs, so I don't think we've got much to lose compared to them. And, I think our squad's looking fitter and better than theirs at the minute.
Someone was telling us before that Roberts might be injured. Is that true?
I think it's a bit of a mystery and a bit of mind games before the match. I think a good player like that, I don't think you want to be saying if he's fit or not. I think he might be fit, and even if we bring him on from the bench, I think he's a good enough player to come off the bench and make a difference.
I think Sunderland have a bit of momentum about them now. We've had results have picked up a little bit, and just compared to Newcastle, where results have dropped off massively, I think it's a free hit, but one where you actually look at it and think, there's a chance that a shock might happen here.
There is, because, I mean, listen, the Newcastle squad valuation is like 250, 60 million, the start 11 that played in their last game against Liverpool. Sunderland's was 7.5 million against Preston. But does that go out the way on Derby Day and in the Cup?
I think to a point it's like form as well. I think it goes out the window, but then at the same time you don't want to be going in on the back of 5 defeats or like a bad spell of form. So I think it plays into it, and like it's more the players you want to be up for the match rather than the players who are like the best on the day. So I think everything goes out the window, but at the same time you want a bit of form and you want some good players in your squad.
Who do you think could be the match winner for Sunderland, and then one player you fear from the opposition, Newcastle?
You go first.
I mean, you always look at Jack Clarke with Sunderland at the moment, don't you? And I think sort of, especially with a bit of doubt about kind of Trippier's fitness first of all, and then his form recently as well when he has played. I think if he goes one-on-one with him, then there's a chance that he might actually do something. For Newcastle, though, they have still got a super squad. You have to hold your hands up and say that, and you just look at any of their sort of attacking players, sort of Anthony Gordon. It's. I think there's a few Newcastle players you look at and think they could cause problems.
Yeah, I'd probably say Jack Clarke. He's just been our best player this season by far. Or maybe a rogue shout off the bench of Juice and Bennett. He's a young lad and something to prove, and he'd be a bit of a cult hero if he came on and scored. And then from Newcastle, I don't know, maybe like a Longstaff just for the local connection, because he'd love to score against us. So maybe him or Anthony Gordon, but he's the sort of player to go missing in big games, so I'm not too sure.
Let's finish off then, lads, with a score prediction.
I'm going to go 1-1 on a replay at St James's Park.
I could see that.
I'm going to go 3-1 to Sunderland.
Oh, big shout. All clean. Right, thanks very much for your time, lads. Appreciate it.
No.
Way! We've got some Sunderland fans on camera. 2 lads there who work for the foundation. Top lads, to be fair. One was a Leeds fan, he said, and one was a Sunderland fan. So fair play to both of them for jumping on camera. Appreciate their time. And listen again. Well, the Leeds fan said it would be 1-1 for a replay, and the Sunderland fan said 3-1. So they are very confident coming into this game. Now, talking about Jack Clarke being the star player and all that, never heard of him in my life. Never heard of him in my life. Oh, it's beginning to get a bit hostile now. Just try to chat to a couple of fans there, and they recognised us. So, said, do you fancy a chat about Saturday's game, lads? Not for you, you magpie, CUNT. And that one, they weren't joking. They were telling us to F off and everything. They were not happy that I was around the stadium of late. So that's the first hostile, dodgy encounter that I've had since being here for about an hour now. Talked to quite a few fans off camera. They've all been sound. Even the ones that, I think at first might think you're a Sunderland fan, and when they realise you're a Newcastle fan, or I tell them I am, just have a bit of banter. But for the first time there, so Mackems were not happy that I was here at Stadium Late, so that's the first bit of hostility that I have had. Another canny encounter there on my walk around the Stadium Late. Someone has just drove past and shouted, F you Matty, F the Mags. Might be time to go soon, it might be time to go soon. Right then, we're joined here by
Frankie,
a couple of days before the big game. We've just been talking about all the Newcastle fans that'll be arriving there, 6,000 of them. How much do you think that's going to influence the game?
well, it should help them, but we've got home advantage, and hopefully we can play well and at least get a draw or sneak a 1-0 win.
Would you take a draw and then play them back at St James's Park?
Love it, aye.
Aye.
Aye, love it, aye.
Because listen, Sunderland have got a new manager, Beale. How's he getting on for you?
Is he a manager? Nobody knows yet. I mean, he's apparently a coach, but that's a modern day football now, you get your top coaches and got no say in who's buying, transfers. But it's early days with the lad at the moment, so we've got to give him a chance,
Sunderland have got a bit of a tradition about sacking managers before Derby days, haven't they?
Aye. Sunderland's got a big tradition anyway of sacking managers, but
It's been a long time, nearly 8 years since the last time we had Derby. Have you missed it?
in a way, but the heart probably done the heart a good because the panic stations on a Derby day, But it's nice to see them back, like, you know.
Finally, then, Frankie, give us your score prediction for the big game.
1-0 to Sunderland.
1-0.
Clarkey.
Right then, we're outside the stadium tonight. I got recognised again, but this time didn't get threatened, so that's a good thing. We're joined by Morgan, Sunderland fan, clearly, and a content creator as well. Morgan, we're 2 days away from the big game then. Yeah. How are you feeling?
Nervous, I'll be completely honest. I was nervous when the draw was first made a few weeks ago, but now that we're 2 days away from the game, like, they're really starting to kick in.
Yeah, same, mate. I mean, even this week, sleep hasn't been great, like, do you know what I mean? So you're nervous, everyone's nervous on a derby day, aren't they?
Oh yeah, like, when it comes to a derby day, no matter what form any team's in, it's just, when it comes to the game, it's who basically wants it more, to be honest. Like, yes, your squad's worth, like, way more than ours. So that's the thing. I've seen something about our team being worth 7 million and your team being worth about 250.
That was a starting 11, aye.
Yeah, and if Tonali wasn't banned, it'd have been over 300 million.
Yeah. So we do have that advantage. Is it an advantage though? Because in the cup, anything can happen. Cup upsets happen all the time. Listen, Cambridge beat us a couple of years ago.
So that's what a few of our fans have been saying. Like, you lost to Sheffield Wednesday last season, who were in League One, and then the Cambridge game, they'd only just been promoted from League Two. Mm-hmm. So I say anything can happen in the cup, and with your away form being so bad, and us being at home, that does give us an advantage. So.
Have you missed the derby then? Been nearly 8 years without it?
Oh yeah. That's not just because we used to win them most of the time. No, but just the general build of the derby, like the atmosphere has been class, and when we've been down in the Championship and League One, we just haven't had that atmosphere. The closest thing we've had was the game against your under-21s in the Checker Trade Trophy.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, well, for you anyway, we won 4-0, but not to brag about. We shouldn't have been in that league or competition in the first place. Yeah.
So who do Newcastle fans need to fear then on Saturday?
Jack Clark.
Everyone's saying Jack Clark. Is he the striker or a winger or what?
He's a left winger, but I'm going to say scores most of our goals. And I would have said Patrick Roberts, our right winger, but there's a doubt of him playing this weekend because he's got a knock. He could be on the bench, but not looking likely. But so Jack Clark's the main man to worry about because he's got most of our goals. We said none of our strikers can score. Well, one of our strikers scored against Preston on New Year's Day, but Jack Clark's the main man.
If you could sign one player from this current Newcastle team, who would it be?
I'd probably go Bruno Guimaraes. So he's tough in the middle, takes no crap. So I think Bruno Guimaraes with Dan Neil in the middle for us would be class, but that's just never going to happen.
That's not fair. Nah. But the score then, let's hear it, the Morgan, your score prediction for Saturday.
Let's say I'm going to go 2-1 to Sunderland, but it would not surprise us one bit if Newcastle absolutely batter us. I said they're the favourites for a reason. Champions League squad. I said all the pressure's on you guys, nothing on us. So I will predict Sunderland to win, but I say it would not surprise me one bit if we get beat.
Right then, people, there we have it. We have managed to catch a few Sunderland fans here at the Stadium Light before the big derby on Saturday. I've got to say, all in all, they've all been pretty sound. A lot of them, to be fair, thought I was a Mackem, and then I've told them, or some I haven't told, to be fair, but most of them have told that I was a Newcastle fan, and then obviously we've seen a few have recognised us, apart from two people being a bit hostile. Apart from that, everyone else was absolutely fine. Even when they found out I was a Geordie, a Newcastle fan, and what I did, they were just having a bit of banter and having a bit of crack, and all of them were still very confident in getting a result on Saturday. Like I said, a couple of fans driving past telling us to F off, and a couple of people kicking off with us. Well, to be fair, actually, one of them did tell us to F off and said, you better get the hell out of here, and the rest. So apart from that, nothing's happened. So thankfully, so far, still need to get out of here. Haven't been punched and haven't actually been dragged away or any real violence just yet, to be fair. So all in all, hasn't been too bad. And like I said, a lot of Mackems have been good crack, especially the ones off camera, man. Well, I'm the ones on camera, and thanks to the people that have been on camera and did get involved in today's video. But some of the people that were off the camera, especially that bloke at the very beginning, where he was saying, you know, we're going to get Eddie Howe on the duel on Saturday. Eddie Howe's going to be signing up on the duel next week and everything. He would have been a great interview, but unfortunately he didn't want to be on camera. So, like I said, a lot of Sunderland fans here today, most of them were sound, and all of them very confident. Not one of them said they were going to get beat. Not one Sunderland fan I've spoken to today thinks they are going to get beat on Saturday. And a lot of that they've put down to Newcastle's form, their away record, and obviously being the derby and being the cup. Because like I've said, you know, Newcastle's, and like some of these have touched on, our squad value and our starting 11 is obviously way better there on paper, but football isn't won on paper. We know that. Cambridge beat us. Sheffield Wednesday beat us in the last time we played in the FA Cup in the third rounds under Eddie Howe. And look, even Luton Town last week beat us. So it's not all about what's on paper. As any derby day, it's going to depend on who wants it more, who's passionate, who's got the fight, and who wants the bragging rights. And that is what it's definitely going to come down to. So hopefully Newcastle players do turn up here on Saturday and get their job done. I will be absolutely devastated if we lose here. Absolutely gutted, man. Honestly, we can't. We surely can't lose to these. Oh, I don't even want to comprehend it, but it's coming. The calm before the storm is here. Less than 48 hours away now. I'm starting to get nervous. My sleep's been affected by it, but I'm still excited. I'm buzzing as well. It's a mixture of emotions, as it always is on Derby Day. But that'll do for today's video, people. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel TV, and I'll see you on the next one.